to keep Chris's wonderful energy going. So does anyone else want to come up and speak?
I'm watching you.
All right.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
So I wrote something because that's how I work. So, hello, my name is Mark.
No.
First, I want to thank you all for coming,
Toro.
showing support. I always believe that support is the first way of making a difference. So that's really, really good. I'm a hunger and homelessness project leader for NYC on Staten Island. And NYC is a New York Public Interest Research Group. Me and my fellow leaders and my other NYC leaders really care about hunger and homelessness. But the one thing about it is that it is the only project in NYC in which the person running it does not reap the benefits of its success. So I've worked really hard to establish equal rights for the homeless in New York City. Well, New York State. As an advocate, I'm especially an advocate for New York homeless LGBT youth because due to Columbia University's latest research, 4% of young men identify as LGBTQ, and 6% of young women identify as LGBT, but about 40% of the homeless youth population identify as LGBT. And there's a serious problem going on here. And we need to change it. I choose to work with the LGBT homeless population because I used to be a part of it. So I'd like to share my story with you guys. Right now. So I was 15 years old, and I was kind of just discovering about my sexual orientation. So I decided to confide in some friends, and that went over fairly well. They were pretty supportive. It was a little bit rough, but most of them were very accepting. But I was not prepared for what was about to happen. Because my brother had caught voices of people saying that I was LGBT and figuring some stuff out. So of course, the first chance he gets, he tells my parents. So me and my parents fought a lot, and my mother persisted to inform me that she hoped that I would kill myself and that I deserved to be dead. In fact, for the few remaining days that I kept quiet and didn't say anything about it, every morning she would greet me with a death wish and lecture me about how I was the worst thing that has ever happened to this world. Accompanied by a request that I should have died and shouldn't have came back upon my arrival back home. So I become restless of crying myself to sleep every night, and I decided to stand up for myself one morning, and I was, without a second thought, ejected from my house. So I slept in a park for a while, until my brother came after me, and he was like, you know, things kind of calmed down, I want you to come back, he really felt bad about what happened. So I was like, okay. So I returned to a home that was filled with silent resentment. And so furthermore, I was forced to see 6 specialists and hetero-adjusted that all reported back that I must be in fact straight because they see nothing wrong with me. So for the next year and a half, I dealt with hiding myself from my family, and some rumors started to fuel that I was gay in my church. So they were all based on a picture of me sitting next to a guy. That's it. We were just sitting at the edge of his bed next to each other, and that's where the rumors were based on. So I was really mentally torn down, and I was almost left in another country across the globe by my parents. Thankfully, my brother redeemed himself and was able to get me back into the United States, which was the most wonderful experience in my life. But I would have had no way to get home otherwise. But eventually, they threw me out, and I lived in a park where I found a stuffed bear that I named Samson. He was about a little bit older than me, he was like this big. He was my pillow for like the next couple of weeks or so. I used to sleep with him every day. So I had to drop out of school. And I had to house hop for a while. That didn't work out too great because, you know, that's not stable. Never really worked out. But thanks to some special friends in places like places like Sylvia's Place and other community centers, I was able to get a job and find a place to live. So we'll talk about my little what's going on now. So currently I'm made up from my parents. I've admitted myself back into school where I'm working on a master's in social work. And I have a job working for Thank you. And I fight on the front lines for hunger and homelessness rights. As project leader, I've helped establish and fund the first community-based youth shelter on Staten Island. I've done many clothing, food, and toy drives, and among the many wonderful accomplishments, so I'm very proud of it. But it is important that as constituents, you urge your politicians to do something about the homelessness population. We have the power to give a voice to those people who may not have a voice. And we can use this power to make a difference. So I want to thank everyone for coming. I'm very, very happy there are people who actually care. And if it's your first time being out here, I mean, I don't know about the demographic or the type of people that are here, but if it's your first time, we can make a movement happen, hopefully, and get some stuff together. And if we work together, we can change the lives of hundreds of people that were unable to do it themselves. So thank you for your support, and together we can make a difference.
All right.